Screaming Elite here. I just wanted to go over and be educated by the incredible writers at Screenrant who, unlike us, actually understand the subtleties of Captain Marvel that we couldn't possibly comprehend. And as we look at Brie Larson's sneering face here, let's have a little look at what the depth of knowledge that Screenrant are talking about here. So we can see the title that we've completely missed the point, being trolls because we just dislike the movie, because it's bad. It's because we don't understand the subtleties of the film. So you would assume that Screenrant in this article will go into some level of detail and will, correct our ignorance, as they say here. And I can tell you that they did not. And that this article is another bit of clickbait trash that actually doesn't even go into any intelligent detail, and the reasoning that they think that we've missed the point is really surface level and in fact quite pathetic. So we'll go through this article together, guys. Our attempts to sideline the film have failed miserably, and there's an irony in that failure, and we'll see why, because of what Captain Marvel really represents that we're too stupid to understand. And so the reasons that are behind our efforts to wreck it, and again that word troll being used there, is angry YouTube videos, angry because we're also angry, complaining of Brie Larson being a man-hater, and tweets of insider sources claiming that Larson had been fired. And I can guarantee you those weren't really the reasons for it. It's part of a larger issue where a lot of us feel that people who we'd identify as SJWs are infecting good creative media, comics included, with political propaganda, rather than it being that we just hate Brie Larson, which, of course, she's also extremely annoying. And so they praise the silencing of fans by Rotten Tomatoes and YouTube manipulating their metrics so that none of our voices could be heard. And that's all being praised, and that's all good stuff, according to Screenrant. And then we talk about the James Gunn getting fired from Disney and the Alita Challenge, and how these are apparently essentially trollish moves rather than anything we actually want to do. And there again we see the idealized version of Captain Marvel, and we see this jet here, and this is the really subtle point that Screenrant's going to be hinting at, as you'll see in a second. So here we go, here we get to the meat. Finally, after this entire article comes down to these two couple of paragraphs. So presumably the intent behind promoting Alita over Captain Marvel was to pit two science fiction themes against each other, with female leads and feminist themes against each other, as proof that their hatred wasn't of women specifically, just of Brie Larson. And that is true. None of us do hate women. We just dislike Brie Larson's rhetoric. Here we go, guys. Here's the education. Prepare yourself to be very well educated from now on, and be humbled by Screenrant and by this lady here. Humbling moment upcoming. There's deep irony, however, in a right-wing movement, because we're all extremely right-wing. Of course, you can't dislike Captain Marvel and be left-wing, but I digress. Given that the film's core, here we go, given that the film's core ideals are more progressive in tone and diametrically opposed to the beliefs of American conservatives than those presented in Captain Marvel. The original manga that inspired Alita Battle Angel is famed for its environmental and populist themes, as Alita fights against a corrupt elite of wealth-hoarding plutocrats who live in luxury above the earth. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. This is it. This little bit here is what we've missed and what we're too stupid to understand. And only people like Screenrant and the educated people who love Captain Marvel have fully grasped. By contrast, Captain Marvel offers perhaps the most idealized version of American military pilots since Top Gun, featuring two pilots and a secret agent with a military background single-handedly stopping an alien invasion of Earth. Okay, So you feel at this point this is them, warming up to their main point. But no, they now then moan about how the film did well, how we're all arrogant and ignorant. But that's it. That's the point there. That is the poignant point that Screenrant thinks that we are too stupid to understand that Captain Marvel is actually what we want, because it's a conservative fantasy about American fighter pilots. These people, this whole article about attacking people for ignorance, and this is it. This is the subtlety of Captain Marvel. If that is the subtlety, and that's what you think it's about, Screenrant, then that's very sad. And it just shows how surface level the film is. That you think that's the level of deep understanding that we don't understand. And that you think that Alita Battle Angel is in fact, again, you have to politicize everything, these people, is some kind of communist manifesto when it's not. It's just a film that they're again trying to make it about political themes. The thing is, none of us actually, the people on the right, conservatives that you're talking about, the thing is that you're completely missing the point, Screenrant, and you're missing the point, is that none of us actually care about the politics. We don't actually go into a film and try and get our little or 4-point graph out and try and work out where the main character sits on that political graph. No, we don't see Alita Battle Angel as a communist manifesto. We just see it as a good hero fighting against bad guys. But again, that shows your issues with films, that you have to make everything political. And that's what you're missing, Screenrant. We didn't miss the fact there are pilots in it. We know there's pilots in it. So thank you for that. Really good education, though. But maybe look at yourself and maybe look at films as films rather than trying to align them with a type of politics. So that's Screaming Elite, guys. That's me. That's all I've really got to say on this. And thanks for watching. And give me a like and a subscription if you would like to hear more of my ranting. And from me, from the lovely Bree, and from Chairman Mao, it's goodbye. Thank you.